everyone, and welcome to Travel Weekly TV. I am the editor here, Dan Lake, and with me is Rebecca Day from Stuba. How's it going?
Hi, good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, I have to tell you, you can't win $1 million when you're on this interview, just so you know. Just found out that you were in Millionaire Hot Seat recently.
I was, yes. It was a couple of months ago. Unfortunately, I didn't win a lot of money, but it was a super fun experience.
We can pretend we've got some Monopoly money here. But I just want to bring up the fact that your first question was so suited for you.
It absolutely was. It was about P&O. It was about cruising. I talked a lot about cruising, but it was such a coincidence. I was super excited for it to be a travel question. I'm like, yes, we work with travel agents. Cruise is back. We're so excited. And it was a cruise question about P&O. So
perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
So other than being on that show, I want to hear about your initial travel memories and where your passion first started. What are those key memories that the first ones that you've got and the ones where you've really first started feeling that passion for travel?
Look, it was at a very young age. I was one of those kids. We've got an older brother and an older sister, and we spent our school holidays with our grandparents, and they would take us over to Anglesey, which is a beach sort of down near Torquay, and they had a holiday house there. And I think it's just such special memories where we learned to surf, we learned to bodyboard, and hanging out in the water on the school holidays was just absolutely fantastic, and I'll never forget those memories. And then when I was about 12 or 13, they started going to the Gold Coast, to Main Beach, every July till September. So they spent 3 months in the Gold Coast, and they would fly me and my brother and sister up in September to have, a week or two on the Goldie, and us getting on a plane was just super exciting. I mean, it was a long time ago, but it was such an amazing experience, and I'll never forget it. And
is that when the real genuine interest in travel kicked off?
Oh, definitely. And then sort of throughout high school, I started, doing more things with learning about geography and maps and flags and currencies and things like that. And straight after high school, I went to Jetset Training College. So from 18, I've been in travel the whole 20-something years.
1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
So how has that translated into what you do now? What is it that kind of merges that history of love for travel with your job now?
Well, I travel for work. I have an amazing team of BDMs who are located throughout Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. My boss is located in India, so we've got such a global team, and I love going on holidays, and because I travel for work, I feel like my kids miss out sometimes. So we always go on holiday. Every year we go somewhere big, and so we're just moving on from when I was a child. I want to give them memories. Life is very short, and I think it's really important that you create lots of memories, and we do that through travel.
What is one piece of travel advice that you always share with people if you get asked a lot like I do? Just that one piece of advice.
Can I give you one or two?
You'll give us two.
Okay. So what I saw recently on TikTok was cabin crew, and they would put one of their shoes in the safe so that with their valuables, they would never leave them in the safe when they leave. I think it's really cool.
That's really good. I thought you'd be on the plane for a second.
They'll never leave because they've got to put their shoes on before they go, so they're always looking for it. So I think that's a really cool tip.
That's good.
The other one was, if you've got lots of little, makeup and moisturizers and things like that, grab the shower cap from the hotel room and wrap it up so when you put it in your suitcase, they explode and won't go all over your luggage.
That's a very good idea. I'm writing these ones down. I've not thought of either of those, so that's cool. I'm adding them to my list. I'm going to pass them on to other people. What's something the organisation does that makes you really kind of extra proud to work for them?
Oh, I love Stuba so much. We're a family company. We only work with travel agents exclusively globally. And, being owned by two families, so the Bang family who's in India and the Stewart family who's in the UK, which made our name Stuba, right? Their surnames. Everyone asked me about that. Yeah. So it just gives that more care factor. We really look after our agents, and we rely on their feedback, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If they have some things that they love about our product, then we can make tweaks to the system and base our development on the needs and wants of agents. And that's how we work completely. We get things done by working with and for our agencies, and that's what I love about Stuba.
How do you see the next 12 months panning out for travel? Is there anything involved in coming in the pipeline for you yourself or the industry more widely, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And look, I feel like there's going to be a bigger push with AI itineraries, suggesting itineraries. And a lot of people have talked about that coming up and do the development with AI. And something we do at Stuba is some AI based on our search results at the top of the list so that you get what you want and not what other people want. So I also feel like there's going to be a bigger increase in leisure travel. So business and leisure put together, and, especially after COVID where people didn't travel at all and they've accumulated lots of annual leave, adding on that extra couple of days before and after your business trip, which is what I do, I think is going to increase quite a lot. In terms of numbers, we've seen a huge increase in Fiji and Bali for our travel bookings for next year. Heaps of Singapore, but always what's first and foremost is the US for us.
Yeah,
we sell stacks and stacks of US. So a little bit of AI, a little bit of intelligence and technology, as well as thinking about what you're doing for your own well-being and your own holidays.
And it's good to hear the US is coming back because it has been affected by airfares for quite some time now.
It has. It's super popular. Look, what's happened with Maui and recently scares some people. That's why I think, perhaps they might give it another couple of months, but it's always been top. We've got some great prices and product over there, and I think it would definitely continue to grow.
If this was Millionaire Hot Seat, you'd won $1 million because all these questions
thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Thanks for talking to us. Don't forget, you can check out all the latest news headlines at travelweekly.com.au. I'm the editor, Dan Lake, and we'll see you next time on Travel Weekly TV.